I don't know if girl, you're good.
Kind of like this on this side. Like whole one piece.
Oh, what? Girl, how do you?
Not too many pieces, one piece.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Shirley.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. However this finds you, I do hope this finds you well. So listen, I'm not going to be on here for a long time, but I'm on here for a deeply reflective and introspective time. Before we get into what this is about, rest and all of its complexities, I want to start with something powerful: joy. Because even in the hardest times, there's something about us as Black folks, as Black people, that still finds a way to move, to smile, and just to be. Right now, one of the best examples is the viral sensation that is sweeping every place: graduations, TikTok feeds, soon to be barbecues, and family reunions, and Juneteenth. Yes, Juneteenth is still on. I don't care what nobody say. That is the boots on the ground line dance, y'all. I'll never get that fan. I'll never get it right. You know, I'll probably be the one with the electric fan, or like one of those old school fans that's like... Anyway, y'all, on the surface, it's just a dance. But when you zoom out, it's so much more. It is Black joy. It's collective healing. It is resistance. And it's no coincidence that right now is the time that it is viral. And that has some people in their feelings. That has some people mad. Oh well, deal with it. Collective healing and resistance is now. Line dancing, though, has been long woven into Black communities. You know, when I think about Black joy, resistance, I'm thinking about a particular scene from Sinners. Oh, I can't wait till y'all are gonna have y'all. Oh, Sinners review is on deck. It's coming, okay? Line dancing as a whole, it has long been woven into the Black experience. Line dancing creates a space where you don't need titles or instructions to belong. It's where aunties, kids, neighbors, elders, everybody can all step together. It's a movement without hierarchy. It's a celebration with no pressure. It's simply us being us together. Boots on the ground feels even more special today. It's born out of a call and response song from South Carolina. It just gives us permission to pause, to find unity in shared rhythm when everything else around us is feeling chaotic and uncertain. And that brings me to where we are right now. Even as we talk about rest, that joy itself is labor too. Moving together, finding our beat together, and resisting being isolated is a part of how we survive. In a world that often tells Black folks to shrink, to labor, or to stay in fight mode all the time, these collective movements are important. They are full, they are joyful, they are togetherness. So as we talk more about what it means to rest and whether or not rest even feels right or even feels possible right now, let's hold space for this too. Even in the middle of exhaustion, Black joy is radical. That moving together is healing, and that being seen and celebrated as we are through dance, through community, through small moments of pleasure, a nod, that is restorative in its own right. All right, so let's talk about the tension now. The part that I mentioned, that is, can we truly rest right now? Or do we need new language for the times that we are in? Let's talk about it. So here's a little bit of a reality check. Here's a little bit of honesty. Anybody who has been around me since November 6th, 2024, has heard my questions around this. I get it, I really do. Rest is resistance. That is actually how I live. But I am struggling, y'all, with this concept. And I don't think I'm the only one. It's just a lot of people are not talking about this. Look at where we are right now. Can a single mother who is losing her housing voucher rest? Can the HBCU grad that is entering into this brutal job market rest? Can the museum curator that is fighting to keep Black history through art truly rest? These aren't rhetorical questions. They are realities that Black folks are facing right now, right here, whether they say it or not. And it feels off, even privileged, to suggest that rest is the one-size-fits-all prescription right now in this time. It feels disingenuous to me. It doesn't feel possible. I'm sorry, so sorry, not sorry. But what do we see on all of these platforms? The same people, right, who I follow who have been saying rest are now, and started saying this in November of last year, are now saying stock up, plant a garden, times will be hard. I don't understand the cognitive dissonance here. Make it make sense. Rest and readiness are opposite of each other. They clash without direction. And for Black women who've always held the weight of the world and held our communities down, that dissonance hits differently. So I started by asking myself, is rest even the right word for where we are right now? Like, Dubé, are you resting? I can tell you, friends, no. You see me here smiling, skin looking good, And even in the middle of that, you see, I'm resting, but I'm not. And that got me to thinking that maybe it's time for us to reframe. What if rest right now isn't about absence or escape or checking out? What if rest is about discernment? Hold on, catch that. Let me say it again. What if rest is about discernment? What if it's choosing where and how we place our energy? Choosing who, what, where, and why? Choosing who and what gets our labor. What if it is choosing what builds us as opposed to what drains us? What if it is choosing who we spend time with? Building community is labor. This channel is labor, but it's chosen labor. Those things that I mentioned are chosen labor, and that's powerful. That's flipping the script on rest. Listen, I'm not here to lie to you because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. But I can say that for Black women, rest will never be simple. So sorry. We carry a lot. We know a lot. And if we're honest, we've always had to make a way, whether we are rested or not. Now, this is somebody who is well rested. This is somebody who doesn't like to do a dish. This is somebody who doesn't like to stand in a long line for anything, okay? So I get it. I do. I overstand, as I say. Here's where I land. This is just me personally. It's okay if you are wrestling with this. Still, it's okay if resting feels out of reach. And it's okay if rest for you looks different. You find your pockets of rest. You find your protected spaces. You find those chosen moments. Because this fight is a long fight. This is about legacy, and even warriors need breath. All right, y'all. I told you I would not be on here for a long time, but for an introspective time. And I delivered. Be sure to share this with somebody who needs a little inspiration today. That's everybody. Share this with your guys, your girlies, like and subscribe. And remember, you are capable of big things. I'll see you next time.